Anyway, that's enough of my ads. We're gonna bring out your next act, whose name I probably remember. I've seen her do comedy. She's very funny for any human, not just for a human. Yeah, I know. We talked about it beforehand. Don't give me that. Yeah. No, she's super funny. I love her stuff. Hopefully y'all will too. Put your hands together for Ashley Perna, everybody.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Good. So just so you guys know, I actually have a lot of anxiety normally. So this set is sponsored by Weed and Ativan. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna bitch about dating apps. Dating apps have really come a long way since they were first released, haven't they? Because, like, at first they were pretty much exclusively used to find someone to have disappointing sex with, right? Like, you know the kind where he jackhammers you for like a minute, 18 seconds before flopping on top of you like a dead fish and having the audacity to ask if you came? Yeah. Like, now you can use them for so many more things. Like Bumble, for example, you can use to network or to find your BFF. Or if you're like most of the men I've matched with recently, to find a therapist. Yeah, that's funny. For some reason, most of the men I've matched with recently seem to mistake vaginas for licensed psychologists. And sometimes I don't even get to have any of that disappointing sex first. Like when I matched with Marcus. Marcus knew the difference between your Y-O-U-R-E and your Y-O-U-R, so I was instantly smitten. We started talking on the phone daily. And like side note, do you guys remember like actual telephones? Do you remember how satisfying it was to slam that receiver down when like your mom wouldn't lend you the car or whatever? It was awesome. Now all you can do is like gently press the button slightly harder than usual before you toss the phone on the couch and cross your fingers and hope you didn't crack the screen again. Right. Anyway, I digress. I never needed to hang up on Marcus because he was perfect. Yeah. I mean, the fact that most of our conversations were about his upcoming divorce probably should have been a ginormous red flag, but I was absolutely killing it. I was giving bananas amazing advice, and you guys, I've never been funnier. Things were great until they weren't. One morning, instead of my usual "good morning, lovely" message, I woke up to be included in a group chat with 7 other women. Hey guys, smiley face emoji. Thanks so much for all your help. I'm ready to move on with Stephanie now, and I couldn't have done it without you. So, who the fuck is Stephanie? And more importantly, is that bitch funnier than me? So yeah, that really sucked. But it was still way better than my first Tinder date. That date was so bad that afterwards I literally went home and Googled whether or not you have to be Catholic to join a nunnery. Turns out, by the way, you do, because even God doesn't want me to commit to him. But yeah, the date was that bad. After an evening, horrible conversation, he got into the cab after me and slid into the middle seat. Like, who aside from the least favorite child in the family and serial killers does that? And then we get to my door and I refuse to take him upstairs and he says, "Oh, come on, I'm gonna make you feel amazing. And it'll only take 20 minutes tops." Like 20 minutes tops. I'm sorry, but choosing an Instagram filter takes longer than that. I kept these stupid dating apps because I'm either an idiot or an optimist, whatever. But I did briefly remove men. Now, don't get me wrong, my dudes, I am all about not all men and all that jazz, and I'm a daughter and the mother of a son, so obviously I have compassion for some of you, but when you guys get to swiping, some of you turn into Harvey fucking Weinstein. Like, all unsolicited dick and shitty messages. Here are like an example of some few messages I've actually gotten as first ones. Well, I wouldn't kill you to start. Like, I'm supposed to say thanks, maybe? Hey, cutie, followed by, send some nudes 5 minutes later. Hey, at 8 o'clock. Hey, at 8:05. Hey, at 8:12. Hey, at 8:13. Fuck you, bitch. Be social already at 8:15. And do we make mixed race babies now or later? And that one was particularly confusing because the dude was white. And I mean, I don't even know why these guys think this approach will work. I mean, I got shit to do. I have work to procrastinate doing, the latest season of Stranger Things to get through, and panic attacks to have. I'm sorry, I'm swamped. And even if I did have time, there is a perfectly nice man I could be counseling through his divorce instead. So yeah, I remove men. Now, you would think that me being into multiple genders might increase my chances of finding happiness, right? I mean, after all, I don't look at gender when I date. I look at things like kindness and compassion and how hard they laugh at my jokes, you know, the important stuff. But as it turns out, I'm just absolute garbage with women. Probably because all I do is jackhammer them for like a minute, 18 seconds, flopping on top of like a death wish. That's because I came. Thanks, guys.
Woo! Ow! Woo!
That was Ashley Perna. She's way too hard on herself. She can do at least 2 minutes before she's done. Yeah, so